Okay, we're back in part 2 of chapter 6. Uploading the first part turned out not to be so bad. Apparently, I don't know if my computer has... I mean, I did switch computers since the last time I uploaded a video. I guess this computer's video card is just that much better or something, I don't know. And admittedly, I'm recording this on astoundingly low quality. I actually jumped up the quality a little for this one, because if I can record 25 minutes fairly easily at shit quality, I can do a little less than that at slightly less shit quality, and the entire screen might not just be a blur of vague colors. Like, these tiles have a pattern. You can't see it in most of the videos. It just looks like a mash of blue. And yeah, it's basically because... Oh, I forgot he has a gem. Oh, I gotta steal that. I didn't even remember I gave that to him. I honestly didn't. First, I have to make sure Raven isn't burdened with items. Okay, Raven, you're up. Steal me a gem! And then run away. Because pretty sure Bernard could kill him. But yeah, so I guess I can make these a little longer now. Guess I'll shoot for 20 minutes. But at least we can see Bernard. His text isn't changed because I didn't do that for the bosses, only the player characters. Oh, that reminds me, I should go through the text for everybody that I haven't gone through yet. His is not very different. He's not very different than in canon. This is... Oh, guys. Complains often, but is loyal. That's him in a nutshell. Raven, I think we already saw. Here's Farina. Thrifty and confident. She's not that different from canon either, really, but I liked her canon personality enough. Somewhat bloodthirsty. And, I mean, he's not really a man of few words, I guess, but he's sort of quiet, or he's kind of... has a... I don't know how to put what I meant by his way of talking. He's not that different either. He's brave, but self-doubting. And I think that is everyone. So that's... Bernard's resistance is not as good as defense, but they're both quite good. We can see that Nino, with an attack of 14, can't even scratch him. Even though his resistance isn't... that doesn't seem quite right. Yeah, her attack is 14, his resistance is 9. Shouldn't we be doing 5? Oh, the throne! I almost forgot. It gives him a bonus 2 defense. We should still be doing at least 3 damage. Something is not right here. Maybe I just don't understand how fucking math works. I don't know. But, we can see that he's quite a dangerous boss. And without heal staff, he's even more dangerous. Luckily, we do have a secret weapon, just in case, which is... we still got the rapier. Elwood will die if he gets hit before a certain point, but we have it. So we'll let Geitz weaken him. Geitz is reasonably dodgy. Oh, and with more speed, he's even more dodgy. And, Bernard is probably actually less dangerous with the javelin. So, Elwood would have to dodge at least once, and it's not very likely. Lynn with the money... also not very likely. He needs to take a tiny bit more damage. I'm actually going to make another save state because Dart, the critical chance is small, but it exists. Yay! Dart's very close to level up. Okay, this is like a minute-long video, but we're going to see soon. But first, I'd just like to give a quick overview of everyone's levels and stats and stuff. So we can focus on Kent. He's not even that bad in a way. Like, look, he's the same or better than Elwood at everything but resistance and luck. But somehow he just always seems more mediocre. I don't know what it is, but everyone's doing pretty good. We got all the treasure. And it's time to seize and watch an ending cutscene. Everyone's in the throne room and notice that Raven is there. So as you remember, they came here because these mercenaries were hired to attack Elwood's village. But they don't know who hired them. Elwood is like, shit, how the hell did we beat those guys? You beat them through the power of video games, my friend. And so Raven shows up, and this is Raven in a nutshell. He's like, I'm trying to steal shit, and Elwood just does not understand him. He's like, why are you so terrible? And Raven is like, man, whatever. So he found the orders, that is, whoever sent the orders to tell them to do this thing, right? That'll have their name on it. Lord Lundgren of Caelin. Yeah, Lundgren is a villain. I know, not very creative. But I was like, you know, why reinvent the wheel? Raven had no idea who he was working for. He's so devil may care. And Lynn is shocked. She's like, what? And Raven just, yes, this is Raven Many people call Eliwood pretty in this game, and Eliwood is really annoyed by it. And Eliwood has no idea who Lundgren is. He's like, I don't know what a lord is. I don't know what a Marquess is. He's just a villager. So yeah, to explain Lundgren's convoluted plot, which is like supervillain level convoluted, he hired the mercenaries to assist the bandits. So the bandits would rob from the village, and the mercenaries would take the loot and give it to the knights, who would take it to Lundgren. This is so many layers of... It never occurred to him to just send the mercenaries, you know, but he wanted to keep it really secretive, like conceal. My concept was that he wanted to have multiple layers of concealment on what he was really looking for, because if anyone found out, they might steal instead, and what they're looking for is the titular Sword of Shadows. And the shrine near Eliwood's village holds the sword. The village guards this sword. It's a magical sword called the Sword of Shadows. Very dramatic. Whoever wields this sword will be invincible. And of course, Lyn has the obvious question, which is, then how can you be threatened by bandits? Well, the sword chooses who gets to wield it, and apparently it doesn't like anybody in Eliwood's village, including Eliwood. They have no idea, so Eliwood's village has no idea what this sword does, who's supposed to use it, when or why, but they guard it. They've been doing it since time immemorial. Lundgren heard of it, and he wants it. He's like, I want a magic invincible sword. And of course, Lyn is smart enough and experienced enough to know that this is bad. Caelin paid people to attack another Lycian territory. And Eliwood is naive child, is like, so why don't we just tell the Lord of Foray? He'll deal with it. But of course, they are not out of the water yet. But you'll notice in this hack, they're not planning to fight Lundgren. The thing is, none of the characters are lords, right? They cannot go murder a lord. They're a bunch of random people. If they did, they'd be arrested and executed. So their plan is to get assistance from an actual lord. So this is somewhat different than kind of the more typical Fire Emblem lords do things because they have political power. These characters have zero political power. They need to get help from somebody. And so this is sort of a central theme of this hack also, is if people who have power abuse that power, what are, weaker people supposed to do? This is Eliwood's conundrum. It's like, if a lord attacks us, we're just commoners. What do we do? Lundgren is not a very nice dude, basically. And notice, who's the Lord of Foray? Marcus. Yes, Marcus. It made me laugh, okay? That's the entire reasoning. And, Lyn was a former Knight of Caelin, we're reminded again. And Eliwood still wants to know why, and Lyn still doesn't want to talk about it. And Eliwood really just cannot leave it alone. He's like a pesky child. But, so now our heroes have found out their true enemy, Lord Lundgren of Caelin, who wants to steal Eliwood's village's magical sword. But the heroes can't really stop him on their own, so they have to go get Lord Marcus of Foray and tell him that, Lundgren has been attacking Foray and get some help with this. So in the next chapter, they have to make for the border to Foray and try not to get killed in the meantime. Because if Lundgren finds out what they're up to, he will kill them. So our heroes now know who their enemy is, and they have a new quest. And we're going to see that quest in the next chapter, where we also meet some more characters, and we'll get a Gaiden. Very exciting. Look forward to it.